All right, how we doing, guys? Today I have a trade recap from this morning, as well as a very unfortunate learning lesson to share with you guys. So first things first, I want to go through the trade, and then after that, we'll get into why this video is titled what it's titled. So I unfortunately took an L today. It was the first L in a while, so we broke the green streak, which is fine. It's part of trading. Going into this morning, I actually had a very I'm actually going to go into replay mode here because TradingView is a little annoying how it skips you back every single time. So yeah, that's fine. So price opens up here. This is the 8 a.m. candle. I had a very confident bearish bias. Overnight, price tapped into this big 4-hour gap after we had this big displacement and validating these 4-hour gaps. And once price tapped this 4-hour gap, we started displacing lower. And we had very, very clean draws lower. We had this low here, and then the low I really wanted to see get hit was this external low. So I was hoping for a pretty heavy volume day because I wanted to see price follow through and continue and take out this draw. Now, going into the morning, I was expecting that this first draw got hit pretty quickly just because of how bearish price was pre-market. Price opened up right here and all of pre-market, we were just going down out of retracing out of that 4-hour gap. So I was expecting a pretty quick move to this first draw. And I have a rule. I don't take trades off of the market open candle because a lot of the times what will happen, the market open candle will be that manipulation and then the next candle can just engulf that whole thing. And it just, a lot of the times it doesn't work out. So if I'm going to enter early in the market, it has to be off of the second candle close. I would only enter off of the first candle close if I was just the stars aligned. Okay. That's the best way I can put it. But for this trade here, so initially, price comes up and we had a 15-minute gap that we were tapping into pre-market. It did technically get disrespected with this candle close here at 9:30, but when we had that reaction right at open and we did this, in my eyes, that gap, it played its role at that point. Price went into it. Yes, we closed above it, but when the market open candle looks like this, there's really no way I can be bullish. So I can't enter off this candle. So I'm waiting for, do I get a retrace into this fair value gap and then displacement out of it to take out this draw right here. And unfortunately, NQ, it comes down, and I thought this draw was just going to be taken and that was going to be it. We came down, we edged the draw, and then we started going back up. Now, I'm looking for us to tap into this first gap right here because if we get a candle close above this first gap, then that invalidates the trade because we would edge the draw, invalidate this 1-minute fair value gap. I wouldn't be interested at that point. So looking at ES, I noticed that this candle, when we came up and retraced at 9:33, this candle not only wicked into this first 1-minute fair value gap, it also wicked into this second one here, and NQ was weaker. So NQ only wicked into this first fair value gap. So I always want to be taking the trade on the weaker asset. And let's say price wanted to come up and tap this other 1 minute. Well, ES already did. So I don't expect NQ to have to do that as well. So when I saw this candle close and this candle close on NQ, that was enough conviction for me to give a stab towards these lows. The plan was I entered in at this close or a little bit, I think a little bit before the candle closed. I have this marked out exactly. And the plan was to go break even once price hit this low and then hopefully target the second draw. The RR was really good on this trade. 2.76, 1 to 2.76, so almost a 1 to 3 R, which was very, very good. I think I was risking almost 600 on this trade. I think it was like 570. I think I went in with 9 contracts is what it was. And honestly, the trade did not play out. As you can see, it hit my stop pretty quick here. But I don't think this was a bad trade. Like, this is a trade that I would probably take again. The only thing that I don't like about it is how we edged the draw before having this retrace. That's the only takeaway that I don't really like. So other than that, I think the risk to reward was absolutely worth it. I think the displacement at open was worth it, and maybe I could have set a limit order like halfway through this gap, and I would have got a better fill. But regardless, still would have gotten stopped. So I'm really not too upset about the trade. I think if you took this and you took this loss, it's a pretty statistical loss. But nonetheless, now we get into the bullshit. So this is where I made the mistake. So I said in yesterday's trade recap that I passed my alpha futures evaluations. I got 3 advanced 50K accounts. So I was stacking 5 top steps and 3 alpha futures. Now, as you'll see, we're doing this recap on TradingView, and I'm logged into paper trading. So we're not on Project X, we're not on Tradovate, and that's for a reason, because my accounts are blown from this trade. And you're probably wondering, well, you only risked 570 or whatever you said. Right. Well, here's where the bullshit comes in. So I don't have my trade copia set up, trade copia, however you say it. I don't have the trade syncer set up yet. So, and that was my fault. I was lazy last night. I should have gotten it set up, but I was just gonna do what I used to do when I was trading on 2 different firms. Is I would just have the windows really close to each other, so I could just move this to the side, click the other one, enter on that real quick, and I'd get pretty much the same fill on both firms. So that is what ended up happening. I entered on Top Step first, so I entered right here as this candle was about to close, and then I immediately clicked over to my next window, and then I entered on my Alpha Futures accounts through Tradovate. And when I entered on Tradovate, an error message popped up, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, did my orders not go through? What's going on? And at this time, I did not know that Tradovate crashed today. I had no idea, no clue. And keep in mind, only the past couple days have I really like set myself up on Tradovate and really gotten comfortable with the platform. Because up until now, I've really only been using Project X and then Schwab for a live account. So I'm wondering what the hell's going on. So quickly, I try to log into TradingView, and I try to go here. I try to log in, or not replay. I don't know why it's not letting me log out of paper trading, but I tried to log into my Tradovate through TradingView to see, like, is my order, like, what the hell is even going on? Well, that's not working either. So I'm like, why can't I log in? Like, something is wrong. So I go on Alpha Futures. I make sure my username and password is good. I copy and paste it back in. It's still not letting me log in. So I don't understand what's going on. And I go back to Tradovate, and it says my position is getting railed, like absolutely railed. The drawdown on those accounts is 1750, and it showed, I think it was like 15. I was down 1500 per account, and oh my god, it was terrible. It was terrible. And those, of course, those got blown. It hit the drawdown of 1750, which was very unfortunate. When there was an issue, I probably should have just spammed the exit and cancel all button. I didn't know what was going on. Well, then it gets even worse, because I realize, oh shit, I placed these on my Top Step accounts too, and because I jumped so quickly to try to get a perfect fill on my alpha accounts as well, I never set my stop loss or my take profit. So then I do the click of doom on the window that my Top Step accounts are on, and I see that those are also blown. So now we go from what would have been around a $500, $600 loss on the day. We go from that to I have no accounts. Everything was blown. Those Top Step accounts that I was using, I had to blow my old set just a few days ago because I had already requested multiple payouts and I want to blow them so I don't get moved to live. And those were fresh accounts, okay? I took one win on them, and that was yesterday. And so it still had a $2,000 drawdown. Sure enough, price goes up, tags me out for minus 2,000, and I am left sitting here with no accounts wondering what the fuck just happened. So takeaway from this, because I'm not just going to blame this on the Tradovate crash. I'm not going to blame it on the site. This was my fault. Okay, this was straight up my fault. I was not prepared to be trading on multiple platforms. I just came into the day super unprepared. Like, I should have had my trade copier. That should have been set up. That should have been ready to go. I should have trialed and errored with it already. Like, there's no reason to be put in that position where I'm jumping between 3 or 4 different sites trying to make sure my trades are running through the same. It's just, it's bullshit. And simple, small things like that can just wreck you if you're not careful. And today, that's exactly what happened. So it sucks because with big losses, I try to take away really important things in my trading, and I can't really can't really do that. This is more just technicality wise, an unfortunate day, but it is a lesson moving forward that you need to come prepared and take this seriously because yeah, I came into this excited to be on excited to have more allocation through firms. I was excited to trade with a bit heavier size, and it just kind of blew up all in my face at once. So, really unfortunate, but I thought I would at least share that lesson with you guys because, yeah, it sucks. It's not a great feeling. I'm filming this at almost 5:30 now because after that, I just didn't even know what to think. So, stepped away. I removed myself from the environment. I don't want to go buying evals and shit and trying to full port. Like, very, very unfortunate. So, that's how my day went. That's how the green streak ended. Oh, dude, I had a very good streak. It was like 2 months without a full size loss, which was awesome. I banked a lot from it, but it's very unfortunate that I had to come to an end like this. So that is really all I have today. Please learn from me. Don't make the same dumb mistake. Come prepared every single day. Don't be lazy. I'm taking full accountability for this. It is what it is. I don't like to show this, but I'd rather be transparent. I don't want to lie. I want to show the ups and downs of trading because it's sometimes can be a roller coaster. So, is what it is. We're moving on. I will give you guys my plan for getting allocated next. We'll see how that goes. But with that being said, as always, I have the link to join my free Discord. It's going to be in the description of this video. I post my bias every single day. I review you guys' trades. I'll commentate throughout Market Open, and it's completely fucking free. So, very awesome community to be a part of. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Hopefully, it's better than mine. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.